Hi, I am Enrique Seira, and I do development economics for research. I'm going to talk tomorrow about institutions, courts, and property rights, in which the gist of the talk is first to lay out how economics has evolved in terms of thinking about institutions, and then going from macro to micro, explaining how institutions materialize in reality as property rights, courts, etc. I'll give an overview of that, and then especially I'll start talking about courts in Brazil and India. What happens when, what is the problem with courts? A big problem in courts in developing countries is not only corruption but delay. There's a lot of delay. People have to wait years for resolution of the justice, and the question is why? We know little about this essential question. We know that starting new tribunals helps deal with delay, of course they knew, and that this itself translates into more investment, more sales, and many good things for the economy. But we know little what causes delay in the first place. So what we do, we were contacted by Mexico City's Labor Tribunal, one of the largest in Latin America, and we were asked to help them diagnose why people didn't want to settle out of court and why they were willing to wait for years for resolution to their case by a judge. It turns out that we did survey, we did a diagnostic, and we found out that one of the problems, many problems, one of the problems is that people to a dispute were overconfident of winning. If you sum the subjective probabilities of winning from plaintiffs and defendants, they sum to 1.5 basically. Everybody thinks they're going to win, and so it's very hard to reach an agreement if you have those beliefs. So what we did was we estimated a predictive model of the probability of winning, how much you would win, and how long it would take. And we experimentally we randomized whether you had access to this information or not, and we saw that giving this information has big effects in settlement. It increases settlements, it doubles settlements in the short run, and also in the long run the effect persists, but only, and this is an important twist, if the information is given to the worker directly. Nothing happens if you give the information to the lawyer as if the lawyer wasn't transmitting this information. So not only, we find that not only are trials speeded, the resolution of the conflict becomes faster, but also the workers are better off in terms of monetary terms. So what I'm going to do tomorrow is talk about all this, going from macro to micro, and then connecting several literatures on property rights and courts, and hopefully setting out an agenda of what I think is important to research now in institutions in developing countries.